Instagram theme pages are very popular these days. They're allowing people to generate passive income online. But the craziest part is that you don't have to show your face or even use your own voice. There is one secret that famous Instagram theme pages have in common that allows creators to have multiple pages to skyrocket their businesses. And I'm going to show you 5 steps that you can copy and paste to start an account in the next 30 days while monetizing in the process. First, you'll need to grab a notepad and pencil and write down the topics that you're interested in. Basically, you'll need to pick a niche. A niche is just a group of pages that we can categorize. Some of the most popular niches are finance, fitness, food, and motivation. However, through market research, you'll find that there are endless niches to choose from. But you can't just get started with picking any niche without understanding this first. You see, many beginners fail as a result of poor planning or for not sticking to the topic that their audience is interested in. So, to help you understand why picking a niche and planning is important, imagine trying to build a house without a blueprint. If you neglect to plan, there are no clear instructions for the builders to follow, which means the walls might not fit right, the rooms could be in the wrong places, and then the whole house might end up shaky. Now, you're probably thinking, what does building a house and grabbing a notepad and a pencil have to do with Instagram theme pages? Well, the answer is simple. It's the principle of planning before deciding on a niche. Without a blueprint, the house will collapse. So, when you don't take the time to do research before picking a niche, your Instagram page is less likely to skyrocket and your business simply won't take off. That said, let me show you how I do market research so you can follow along and learn how to find popular and trending niches on Instagram. So let's say you're interested in the luxury motivation niche. You need to make sure that there is actually demand for the type of content you wish to post. You're looking for content that has high amounts of saves, shares, and views. Open up Instagram. Click on the magnifying glass at the bottom. Click on search. Type in luxury motivation. Click on search, and your explore page will show you all of the current trending luxury motivation videos. Now, we want to see how some of these accounts are performing. So to do that, click on any of these videos, or you can click on accounts. Here you will see a list of the accounts that's creating content in your niche. In my experience, the best way to find top performing content is to search for at least 10 high premium quality and successful luxury motivational theme pages, or whatever your niche is. Go through their profiles and see which pages have the highest quality content and are performing well. As you're going through these accounts, make sure to pay special attention to the fonts they're using, the size of the fonts, the colors they're using, and the consistency in the look and type of content they're posting. Next, you'll go to their reels or swipes and look at the top performing pieces of content from the past 30 to 60 days. Save at least 10 top performing videos from each of the accounts you found. Remember that you're going to model and repost from these accounts, so make sure you save them in a collection on Instagram, because we will refer to this collection later on in this video. Most importantly, these pages must look professional, trustworthy, and their bio must be clear and easy to understand. You can use this market research strategy to see if any niche you're interested in has an existing audience. For the rest of his video, I'm choosing the luxury motivation niche because there is a high demand for this type of content. But whatever you do, please make sure that you don't choose a boring topic. Pick a niche that you and other people are highly interested in. And again, knowing your audience's preferences is like having the perfect blueprint for a solid, well-designed home. When you intentionally post content that an existing audience is already interested in, your page is more likely to blow up with views, follows, and saves. And this high level of engagement tells Instagram that your audience is enjoying your content, and they will continue to show your content to a much broader audience. Now, before we move on to the next step, here's a saucy secret that will allow for your audience to quickly and easily understand what your content is about as soon as they look at your page. As you see, this motivational page makes it clear that their target audience are people looking for luxury, motivation, wealth content. They're a social media agency and have made $2 million in less than 3 years. They also offer to teach you how they earn $2 million for free and direct you to their Discord server. Ultimately, this is an example of a perfectly optimized Instagram theme page bio, specifically in the motivation niche, and is a great example of what you would want your bio to look like. Having a professional bio will help people who come across your profile understand exactly what they will get, which will make them more inclined to follow you. This means that you should start thinking about keywords or what you're going to add to your bio at this stage, based on what is working for your competitors. Write down some trending keywords that other pages in your niche are using in their bio and mirror that on your page. However, these big successful pages don't just grow because they have done thorough market research or have optimized bios. They also all implement the following simple formula to stand out more and reach an even broader audience. And I see so many creators fail at this step because they simply start posting without any real thought going into their page. You need to understand what your page will look like before you even start thinking about putting out content. And this is because when a new viewer sees your page for the first time, they'll notice your page name, your logo, and your bio. And within the first 5 seconds, they will know whether or not they're going to follow you. So, to ensure that people get what they're looking for when visiting your page, the solution is simple. You need to create a brand that people will easily recognize. Your brand needs to look clean and professional, and it must remain consistent throughout your page. And this is why you should always first identify at least 5 to 10 already successful theme pages within your niche, because you're actually going to use these pages for inspiration and then model them, but with your own unique twist. And then this will allow you to not only create the best theme page within your niche, but you could potentially dominate it. Now, when creating a brand, you want to think about a name that people will easily remember. So for inspiration, this is what I do. I'd open up Instagram and search for keywords from my niche to see what other pages are calling themselves. For example, for the luxury motivation niche, here's a list of examples that I'd look at for inspiration. I'd look at names relevant to the type of content I'm going to post. For example, Motivation 101, Motivational Hub, or Motivational Wealth. The clarity in your name and bio will set the right expectation for your audience because they'll know what type of content you'll be putting out and they'll know what to expect. For this example, I'm going to use the name Acquire Desire. I found that a lot of these themed pages have very simple, easy to read, and elegant looking logos. You'll notice that a lot of them sometimes use their brand logo as their profile picture, because this makes it easy for viewers to recognize their account. And when your page looks clean, professional, recognizable, and when the overall aesthetic is of high quality, people will be more likely to follow you, share your content, save it, and engage with your work, which means that your page will gain tens of thousands of followers every week. And again, that's because Instagram will see that people are enjoying your content, so they'll show it to even more people, similar to these accounts who blew up using these exact strategies. In just a second, I'm going to show you how to create a logo for free using an online AI software. I personally use built-in templates to create all of my social media accounts, logos, Instagram quote posts, and reels. You can also use Adobe Firefly, Midjourney, Leonardo AI, or any other text-to-image generator tool. You could even use Photoshop. Alternatively, if you have some cash to splurge, you can hire someone on Fiverr or Upwork to design a logo for you. It's really up to you, your pocket, and the time you have available. The AI software I use to create logos is the well-known Canva. So, assuming you're following me now, step by step. By the way, I'll leave all the links to the AI tools used throughout this video in the description below. Let's open up Canva to quickly create our logo. In the search bar, type in logo, hit enter, and you'll find tons of free templates you can use. Let's just go with this one. It looks simple, clean, and easy to understand off the bat. Let's give our logo a name. Now, because you plan to run ads on your page, you have to ensure that sponsors, advertisers, and other creators in your niche can take your account seriously. This means that you need to elevate the look and feel of your page so you can negotiate for high-end ticket deals. I recommend choosing 2 fonts and sticking to it for the lifetime of the page. This consistency in your fonts will allow for a sleek, professional, and sophisticated look, which will enable sponsors and advertisers to trust you and easily close deals with you. For this video, I'll just stick to the default font because it already looks good. Now I'm going to replace the text with the name of my theme page. I'll adjust it to fit the canvas accordingly, like that. The next thing is, when studying your competition, you'll notice that they all have one thing in common. By just looking at their pages, you'll see consistency in not only their fonts, but something else about their fonts stand out. They all pick 1 or 2 colors and ensure that they only use these specific colors together with their chosen fonts when creating content. So I would spend at least 10 to 15 minutes deciding which colors I will use throughout the lifetime of my page. And to help decide on colors that harmonize, I use Canva's built-in color wheel, or sometimes I just use the colors from the built-in templates in Canva. Ultimately, you should have the branding of your page by now, which is your colors, fonts, and complete logo. You can also think of it as a brand kit. I usually save my brand kit in one folder on my PC, so I can easily access this again if needed. Having these kits in one place can be useful when you plan on scaling your business later down the line, because it allows you to easily maintain an aligned, consistent, and professional appearance across all the different social media platforms, and this builds trust with your viewers. This simple technique can be the determining factor between a $100 ad or a $1,000 ad. ad. It's that easy, but not without implementing the rest of the steps that I'm going to share with you after I show you how to create an Instagram account from scratch. The first step is to install Instagram on your phone. You will find it in both the Apple and Android app stores. Since I've already got Instagram installed, under Add Account, I will select Create New Account. I'll add my username. If your preferred username is already taken, simply add an underscore like I did here or add some digits. And then you'll need to pick a password and click Next. You should be presented with a welcome page. Select Add New Phone Number or Email Address. I'll add my contact number. Next, you will be prompted to add your profile picture, sync your phone contacts, and start following people. I won't be doing this right now, so let's click Skip until we get to our overall blank profile. Okay? So click on Edit Profile. You can create an avatar if you like, but I'm not here for that right now, so let's skip this as well. First, we will add our name, Acquire Desire, because it sounds motivational, yet sophisticated, and aligns with the other pages in my niche. Now, while I was doing market research, I noticed that many other successful accounts are skyrocketing their views and growth by simply adding these 3 things that relate to their niche in the name field instead of their actual page name. Adding these 3 specific points in your name field helps you get better discovered when people search for something specific. For example, in the luxury motivation niche, you will see keywords such as wealth, motivation, success. These keywords give your page a better chance of being seen because it boosts your search engine optimization, also known as SEO. So what does this mean? It means you need to be adding 3 keywords in your name field instead of the page name itself. But before you go ahead and just throw any crazy keywords around, you need to be careful because you can only change your page name once every 14 days. So don't say I didn't warn you. Moving on. I recommend that you choose to create a professional account because this will give you insights and data that you can analyze to make more informed, intentional, and strategic decisions based on your most popular videos and the ones your audience engages with the most. Data like this can make a massive difference in the growth of your page, but more on this later in the video. Follow the prompts based on your niche. You can click Skip if anything is not applicable and then click Done. Next, you'll be prompted to select between a business or creator account. Pick the option that applies to you. I'll go with Air Creator and click Next. Continue to follow the prompts until you get to set up your professional account. Click on Complete Your Profile. Next, we will add our bio. Again, having studied our competitors' bios during the market research section earlier, we can simply use our competitors' bios for inspiration, or you can ask ChatGPT for keywords relating to luxury motivational success. Okay, so now my bio is looking sleek and clean. I'm happy with this, so I will click on Done. Click on the Edit Picture and choose from the library. Select the logo that we created earlier and position it within the frame and click Done. In the top right-hand corner, click on Done. And now you can see that you've completed 1 out of 6 steps to set up your account. Next, you can click on each of the remainder of the steps to complete them. Once that is done, when you go back to your Instagram homepage, it should start looking similar to those of your competitors, if not better. I didn't like the education label in my bio, so I removed it. Now that your account is created and looking polished, we can begin looking at strategies to grow the account. But there's something else that the biggest and most viewed pages all do and have in common. And if you apply this strategy, it will allow you to dominate and grow your following every day with little to minimal work. This is where you will collect the content that you're going to repost. The most successful way would be to spend an hour collecting the content that you'll be posting over the next 30 days. You can do this exercise weekly to ensure that you post consistently without the stress or worry of having to find content and coming up with captions each day. When you create content in bulk and schedule it ahead of time, posting content will feel a lot more manageable, which is what we want. We want to build a long-term sustainable business without burning out. We don't want to go viral today and end up being a has-been 2 weeks later. You need to look for accounts that is getting at least 500,000 views or more on 10% of their posts, with the other 90% of their posts getting 50,000 views on average. You need to save all the posts with the highest number of views because those are more likely to go viral on your page when you repost them. Make sure to save roughly 50 posts from each of your competitors' pages because this will give you tons of content to post throughout the month. This is how you're going to download the videos you want to repost. Open up Instagram. Click on your profile. Click on the 3 lines at the top right because you're going to download from your saved items. Click on Saved. Select the album or collection where you would have saved your content to. Click on the first reel you plan to post. Click on the share icon. Click on Copy Link. It will then show copied. Close Instagram for now and open up a new browser. Search for Snap Insta and open it. Click on Reels and paste your copied link. Click on Download. Follow these steps for all of the content you plan on reposting and try to download them in bulk so you can save time and plan properly. Now let me show you how to save popular and trending audio. From the home page on Instagram, click on the Explore icon or any video you find a trending audio from. Ideally, you want to pick audio that is proven to work within your niche. From the Explore page, I'll choose this video. In the bottom left, I will click on the audio and then press the ribbon in the top right. When it's white, it means it's saved. You can use the audio directly from a reel by adding your reel after clicking Use Audio. You may want to follow this strategy because when you use trending audio directly from Instagram, your reel could leverage engagement and form part of the reels that got in on a trending sound early and ride the wave of the sound having blown up, which will increase your followers and your views will be skyrocketing. Now, I see many creators not doing enough when it comes to captions. You can actually optimize your captions to hook your audience. You can have them read your caption while your reel is playing on repeat in the background. Instagram will notice that your reels are on repeat and again, signals to Instagram that people are enjoying your content and will show it to more people. Use your captions wisely though. Always make sure you're adding value. For example, since I'm in the luxury motivation niche, I will post motivational quotes as captions and close with a strong call to action, like ask my viewers a question at the end or ask them to respond with a specific emoji. I will create a separate video about call to actions in the future, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. And now, it's important to make sure that you credit the creators or accounts that you are reposting your content from. Simply add the words credit in your caption and mention the original content creator. Trust me, most of the time, when you reuse other creators' content and credit them duly, they won't mind. Now, in terms of your hashtag strategy, I suggest you use 5 to 7 hashtags. You should be using 2 broad hashtags such as hashtag explore, hashtag trending. Use 3 hashtags based on what is being shown in your video like hashtag luxury lifestyle, hashtag supercars, hashtag Rolex, and 2 you should make specific to your niche, for example, hashtag motivation, hashtag success. Okay, so now that you have your videos saved in your collections, the easiest way you can repost this content with an aesthetically pleasing look and feel for your page would be to first see what your theme page would look like before you officially post your content. I recommend using third-party software because these tools that I'll mention in a moment will allow you to schedule and will automatically post your content throughout each day of the week or multiple times per day. However you plan your content posting strategy. If you don't know when to post, just hang with me a second before I tell you, but ultimately you'll be able to add your audio, captions, and hashtags to each post, saving you from having to do this manually each day. These tools allow you to publish content on autopilot for weeks to come in a matter of minutes. Let's say every Sunday you spend an hour collecting content from your competitors and another 30 minutes scheduling your content for the next 4 weeks using software like Later or Meta. These tools have the ability to schedule and automatically post your content while you're carrying on with life. Now, even though this video isn't sponsored by either of these software tools, I personally use them both and find that they're efficient in helping me manage my content within my business. So it's really up to you if you want to get it. If not, just post manually like I did when I first started. When you're starting out on Instagram, you should post 3 times per day, since you don't yet have any insights to see when your audience is online. The recommended time to post is at 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 7 p.m. EST. Once your account gains traction, you will have more data to work with because Instagram will let you know exactly when most of your followers are online, so you can adjust your posting times accordingly. And because you've made it this far in the video, here is my secret on how I use my Instagram stories. Give stories breathing room. Have a 12-hour rest period. In other words, 3 to 4 times per month, don't post anything on your stories for 12 hours, and then tell a story with a great hook and strong call to action at the end, like DM for free PDF on my IG growth secrets. Instagram will push this story to a broader audience because you are enabling your viewers to engage with your stories. They'll DM you, react, or comment on your story, which again, Instagram loves. When you're first starting out, it's best to use the follow for follow and unfollow strategy. This strategy is only good to give your account that initial spark until you have between 1,000 and 2,000 followers. I recommend following about 20 accounts twice per day or every second day to prevent getting action blocked or shadow banned. The way to do this is to go to your competitors' latest posts or reels and follow the first 20 accounts who have liked or commented on the post. Do this on different accounts within your niche because this will ensure that you have active followers who will engage with your content because they're already engaging with other content within your niche. This engagement will also help Instagram boost your post and show it to more people. But folks, please don't rely on the follow for follow method long term, because this will delay the organic traction your account can potentially get if you simply follow the steps in this video. The next thing you want to do is to train your Explore page to feed you the best performing content in your niche. You can do this by following, hearting, and commenting on accounts within your niche for a few days. This will also mean that you will have all of the top performing content and trending audio within your niche on your Explore page. Viral ideas will literally be at the tip of your finger, ready for you to download and to schedule. Before we get into the final step of this video, you need to remember that you have to implement these steps for 30 days straight because you're only one post away from going viral and changing your life. Trust me, if you implement these steps, you're bound to experience exponential growth. But remember, growing a professional, sophisticated account and business takes time, so you need to be patient and remain consistent. Now, in the beginning of this video, I said I would show you how to monetize your account at the same time. So, when you first started this page, you would have created a brand that looks sophisticated, clean, and offers value to your audience. This means that people are more likely to trust you and would be willing to pay you to collaborate with them or to buy from you. You will have the evidence to support your knowledge in the industry because you can use your own Instagram theme page to showcase your skills in growing an account organically and professionally. But don't be in a hurry to start selling or making any money. First, build a community and true fan base. And in parallel, begin networking with people within your niche and create digital products. The secret here is that you create a product once, but sell it 10 times every day, 24/7 on autopilot, without showing your face. For example, a course. And remember, this is where you should critically think about why your audience follows you and how your product or service can give them value every single day. Many creators use dropshipping to sell products and earn money. They use platforms like Shopify to handle all of the admin while they generate income passively. They promote their products by adding value through daily or weekly email communication and use a strong call to action to get the reader to click on the link to their product. You can also create a PDF or an ebook yourself, and it's actually quite easy to do. I will be showing you exactly how to do this in a future video too, so enable notifications so you don't have to wait a minute longer. Anyway, you can use these ebooks or PDF as a lead magnet by giving away something for free so you can get your viewers' email address. And this is when you can begin sending email marketing communication. But you need to make sure that you're adding value in your emails. You need to be using hooks throughout your email to keep your reader until the end. And then you can close with a strong call to action to promote your affiliate products. If someone buys a product using your link, you will earn a commission. Or you could sell your own products and keep all of your profit. Another way these pages earn money is through sponsors because they will pay you to run ads or promote their product on your account. You can also give other pages who are smaller than you shoutouts and earn money based on where you post, like your feed, story, and for how long you have the post running for, be it 24 hours or 72 hours. Another popular monetization strategy is by selling things like motivational canvas, t-shirts, or any other physical product that has your branding on it, together with something relevant to your niche or things you post about. For example, a mug with a picture of your brand logo and a motivational phrase. Or if you have a motivational page, turn the highest performing quote into a phone case cover and sell it. Many creators actually buy and sell theme pages too. There are marketplaces like Swapped dedicated to facilitating the buying and selling of legitimate Instagram accounts. I definitely recommend that you do this under the supervision of an escrow, which is another layer of security to ensure that the buyer actually gets legal rights and access to the account and that the seller receives their funds. Of course, an escrow will come at a small service fee, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Now, this is where creators make most of their money irrespective of which niche they're in. Using this method that I'm about to share with you will create endless opportunities to work with big brands and grow your network in no time. The method I'm referring to is called a social media marketing agency, or commonly known as an SMMA. This is where you use your experience to help others grow on Instagram. As your account grows, people will begin flooding your DMs asking you how you did it. You can then run consulting and coaching calls and charge people accordingly. Payments can be, for example, a once-off payment or a monthly fee based on the agreement. As long as you remain true to your niche and maintain high engagement levels, you can reach out to big, popular brands for promotions. You can even DM decision makers on LinkedIn directly, but you have to present yourself as a brand. You should be building a portfolio on how you grew your theme page and use this data as evidence when contacting sponsors or decision makers. I recommend using a tool like Bard or ChatGPT to help you structure and write generate professional-sounding correspondences for you to use when reaching out to other brands and creators. Since money doesn't come passively, you need to be putting in the work and effort in order to actually see results, and you also need to be patient, yet consistent. And one last thing, if you want to learn how to start your own monetizable lo-fi AI channel, just click here for a step-by-step tutorial.